Hi guys, it's Lisa and
Rodney, how y'all doing? Or is it Joel?
which one?
Joel. Either way.
Joel. And we are here to talk about how to plan a trip. Someone asked me how we made plans for our trips because we go a lot of places, a lot of places. So I told her that it would probably be easier for us to make a video. So I decided to do that instead of just writing down everything. But I have 5 points here, and how this is going to work. I didn't tell you how it's going to work.
I know.
But I'm going to read it and then have him tell you guys how we do it because he makes the plans for our vacations. You do. Well, we decide where we want to go, and then he plans everything. So yeah, you do.
No.
So I'll just chime in when I need to, or if he's forgotten something or whatever. Anyway, the first one is we decide on where we want to go and if we can afford it.
That's correct. Okay. So we look at it's not so much a budget or anything else, but we just look at the funds that we have available and the time frame, and we just do it. And we select a place. Something just come on our mind, like, hey, we want to go to Missouri. Okay? We look at when we have the available time, and what's best around it. We just book it. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Okay, number 2. Well, actually, it says look at the place, which he said that. We Google lodging, or we go do the vacation club sites or something.
Yeah.
He has a vacation club. We use that sometimes. And
Got 2 vacation clubs. Actually, 3. 3 different vacation clubs.
Are they all military?
No.
Okay, well, we can list. Can we list? We can list the vacation sites that we use down below. All right. Okay, well, he pretty much said that we talk about how long we want to stay, right? And then we... What?
So let's say, for example, wherever we're going, my first priority is if there's a military location next to it, we'll try to look at the military lodging because they got fabulous lodging and everything else. So we try
fabulous?
I say fabulous because it's off the point. Those Air Force bases are nice.
Yeah,
So,
some of
them. So we stay at military lodging if we can. If not, we stay at regular hotels, or we try to stay in a resort if we can for a reasonable price and everything else. So
it usually works out pretty well.
yeah. So also when you send the travel, we look at the vacation sites, but then we also I look at Kayak for airline fares. So and they put all the airline fares together, you just look at the range and whatever best works for us. So
Okay. We decide on how we're going to travel, the mode of travel. And how do you do that usually?
it's
Depending on how far away it is.
Yeah, depending on how far away. If it's more than 5 hours, then we're gonna try to fly. Less than 5, we'll just rent a car. We'll rent a car and then just drive to it. So, like, for example, after we got married, we had made the decision because somebody had no passport. Let's just go travel around the United States. Oh, I'm putting somebody out there. Let's just travel around the states.
All in the street.
So we just took 17 days without a plan or anything else. We just packed clothes. And we had an idea of where we wanted to go, but we didn't have any hotels booked or anything else, so we just took off. And we went
spent a couple of nights.
10 states.
Yeah, we spent a couple of nights with friends and hotels and
Yeah.
Some nights, didn't we drive all night a couple of times? No, not
No.
all night. I'm lying, right?
Yeah. We didn't drive all night any night.
Okay.
So some days we drove 6 hours, some days we drove 2 hours. No, so I think the most we drove maybe 10 hours one time. But at the same time, when we drove those 10 hours, we were stopping at different places, looking at different things. Like, for example, we went through Idaho. It's like, okay, this
Ooh,
is
someone's
nice,
crawling on me.
but it didn't feel like you wanted to spend the night or stay anywhere, so we just kept going.
Yeah. There were
We just
some
enjoyed
places that I just didn't want to. It was some places that I liked, that I wanted to explore, and there were other places I was like, okay, I've seen enough. Let's just go. So, how do we book our cruise?
That was we booked our cruise through the vacation club, but it was pretty much saying where we want to go. So we said, for example, we wanted to go to Caribbean. So I looked at the
Or Caribbean, as some of you
or
say.
I say Caribbean. So I looked at the vacation club and seen where we had the dates available, and we wanted to go around our anniversary. So that's how we end up booking. Yeah, good price and everything else. So
Yeah.
same thing with next year. We said let's go to Mexico. So
We're
in
going
January,
to Cancun for our anniversary in January.
Yeah,
So, I forgot. Have you been? You said you've been there. You've never been there.
I've been to Cancun.
Okay, he's been there. I've never been there. The places that we went in the Caribbeans, if I'm not mistaken, those were places that he had never been to.
Right, I ain't never
Right.
been.
He's gone to a whole lot of places. Being prior military, he had the opportunity to go to a lot of places, and I've gone to a lot of places too, but not as many as he has. So we wanted to go somewhere where neither one of us has gone. But why did we decide Cancun? If you've been there, because I wanted to go.
Yeah.
I think you're making up shit.
Yeah.
Did I want to go?
Well, we want to
I
go
mean,
to
I
Mexico.
wanted to go, but
Mexico, it's a lizard, but it's not.
is it near me?
No.
Oh, okay. As long as
Okay.
it's not near me.
Yeah, we just
Oh,
wanted to go to we had that free vacation. We had a free vacation to Mexico.
Yeah. Tell them how we get free vacations.
Well, we had that one because we bought the cruise, and it was the
Oh,
cruise
okay.
week. But we got 2 more free vacations to Mexico also. So those free vacations by going to timeshare presentations and looking at them and everything else, and thinking about buying them.
Timeshares are good.
Yeah, because we are thinking about buying a timeshare as well. So
Yeah, we went to one and they gave us cash. What was it $50?
$100
It
cash,
was $100.
$100 cash, and then
It was $50.
it was
Wasn't it?
$100, and then a room in Sedona.
It was $50.
Okay, $50, $50
We
cash,
shared
$100 in whatever that is.
Restaurant.com. We got a
Restaurant.com.
couple of those. We
Yeah.
never used them.
And then
We don't know how. I don't know how to use them. So if one of you guys know how to use it, please let me know because I got.
2-night stay in was it a 2-night stay in Sedona?
It was one night.
One night.
We stayed one night, and then we had a
2 nights.
one night. Was it 2 nights?
It was 2 nights
two
stay in
nights. Okay.
Sedona.
2 nights.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, that was.
But yeah.
that's it.
So basically, how do we find these vacations? Sometimes you just go on the vacation sites and look.
Yeah, we go on the vacation
and
sites
get
and look and see
a
what's
deal,
available.
and like you just said about the cruise. When we booked the cruise, it was cruise week
Mm-hmm.
during that time, and they offered us a free vacation. We had to use it when we had
A year.
a time limit.
Yeah,
So we had to book it within
within 8 months.
8 months, and then. Well, if we book it within 8 months, we would have been using it anyway. I was going to say, and then we had a time to use it. But
Yeah.
if we booked it within 8 months, then
Okay, booked it in 6 months, and then we left in 6 months later.
I hope I'm not flashing. I'm flashing people.
No. I hope
Okay.
not. She holding
Anything else we're forgetting? I look on
Yes,
what?
she looks on
Certain
other sites.
sites to find things to do that are inexpensive or free. And I mentioned in my last video, Eventbrite was one that I look for free things. But as far as places to go, like different, what do you call them? I can't think right now.
We do a lot of stay vacations, and they're like, we find different things to do.
That is not where I was going with this.
I know. But we
But
do.
go
We
ahead.
found different
Okay.
things to do that's locally in the Phoenix area or
Yeah.
Arizona. So, for example, the weekend come up, we might ride 2 hours to a ghost town or something,
Yeah.
or ride to a castle somewhere, and just always trying to do different things.
And I like to Google. I do a lot on Groupon too, but I like to Google whatever I want to do. Like if I want to see Indian ruins, I might Google that, and then it'll show a list of where they are. Then I'll choose one, and then we just go. We may plan to, depending on how far away it is, we'll make plans to stay overnight, or we'll just drive down there and drive back. Make it a daycation.
Vacation.
I like that one. A daycation. So that's it.
In fact, here's the idea. Let's make one right now. Okay. Let's go to the Four Corners. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Okay. Four Corners.
That's where we're going. So the Four Corners is where, of course, 4 states come together. The only place in the United States where it's 4 states all together. That's why it's
And
called
what
Four
4
Corners.
states?
Arizona,
You
New
may not know.
Mexico.
I'm just saying, I know.
I might not know either.
Oh.
Arizona, New Mexico, Canada. I mean, look at that. I'm saying Canada. Arizona, New Mexico,
California.
Colorado, and Utah.
Well, where I get California from?
I
How
don't
come
know.
California ain't in there?
Because it
Wait a
ain't
minute.
part of 4 states.
Arizona,
New Mexico,
New Mexico,
Colorado,
Colorado,
and Utah.
and Utah.
And it's about a 7-hour drive.
Ooh, Lord, we gonna have to stay overnight.
We'll see.
Okay. Well, yeah. So that's basically how we do it.
And
Yeah.
we'll find out what's around and everything. And go from there.
Yeah, I like to Google and see in the area that we're going to what else is there, and that's it. So it's pretty simple. The main thing is what the hell? Making sure you can afford where you're going. I mean, I guess that's the main thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Yeah.
what else?
That's it.
That's it. So I guess you know what? If you have the cash, you can do whatever the hell you want to do, pretty much. But yeah, right?
That's right. It ain't like we rich or anything else, but we just
You ain't got to tell them all that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And that's the truth, though. I mean, we just budget and we know what we want to do and we make it happen. So
Here's the real deal. Life is just too short, and you're not promised tomorrow because you never know what's going to happen.
life is not all that short, though, baby.
Yeah, I know, but you never know what's going to happen.
This is very true. And when
So-
people say life is short, I never really agreed with that because it's not that short
Oh,
for some people.
for some people.
Anyway, we going off on something totally different. Any more last words?
We enjoying the moment.
We're just having a good time.
We're in our honeymoon phase.
So we just came back from Alaska and Dallas. Yeah, Dallas first and then Alaska.
Yes.
We got out of there before all that foolishness happened, but yeah, we went those 2 places. Those were the last places we've gone, and we don't really have any plans except for right now. He just said that about the Four Corners,
That
but we
wasn't the
didn't
last
have
place.
any. Where was the last one?
North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Alabama.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, well, those were the last places that we've gone, and other than the Four Corners in 2 weeks, we don't have any plans to go any place far away until January,
Mm-hmm. Unless something else
So-
pop up.
unless something else pops up, as he said.
Yeah.
And some of you may wonder how we have the time to do a lot of traveling. I'll let him tell you. Someone asked me that.
So how do we have the time?
How do we have the time to just go wherever we want to go?
We just make the time.
You heard it. We just make
We
the
make
time.
the time.
So that's it, guys. We're going to get out of here. Thank you for listening, and I hope that sums up your question. I'm not going to put your name out there, but I hope it sums up all of the questions that you wanted. She said that she wanted to plan a trip with her family, take her kids places, and some of the places that we've gone, she was, she liked
Okay.
it. So, yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, guys, that's that. We'll talk to you later. So take care, be good. Try to be good. But if you can't be good,
Be good at it. Do it.
do it.